What's up, YouTube? This is JC Bailey, Chris Cash. I'm coming at you with another sick, twisted, disturbing movies video. Uh, I did my first one a couple days ago, and I decided to do another one before I do my first review. So, I'm gonna get into this one rather quickly, because, well, I don't want to waste your time. Okay. I got, to think, 8 movies to show you guys, and they're all extreme fucked up movies. So, here we go. The first one I'm gonna show you is Men Behind the Sun. It's a rather infamous movie from the 80s. Not sure what year. It's a good movie. Uh, I'm not sure what the top up here means in the tradition of Faces of Death, because these have nothing to do with each other. Faces of Death is a Mondo film. This is the movie. Uh, the gore is pretty good, though, in this movie, I will admit, for an older movie. Here's the back. It's a true story of what the Unit 731 did to a whole bunch of people. Just like Philosophy of a Knife, except this is a movie. I preferred Philosophy of a Knife much better, because it's a lot more disturbing. And 4.5 hours. I mean, that's a lot of fucked up stuff. So, I'm not going to waste too much time on this one. The next one I got to cover up. And it's Irreversible. I'm not going to spend too much time on this movie because I fucking hated it. There was 2 cool scenes, but everything else didn't make no sense to me. I guess I missed the whole entire point. It being backwards completely just ruined the movie for me. The gay club was repulsive. There's not much I can say I liked about this movie, outside of one scene. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. It's in the club. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, because I'm not into that. Here's the back of it for you. Some special features, which is cool. I always like it. Won a lot of awards, but I don't see how. I've heard a lot of mixed opinions on this movie. Some people love it, some people hate it. I hated it. Okay. The next movie's another older movie. It's Olaf Ittenbach's first movie, and it's The Burning Moon. This was a good movie. The quality is shitty, but I can understand that because it's old. But the gore is excellent. And Olaf Ittenbach's done a bunch of movies, and he directs, does special effects, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff, which is pretty interesting because most directors don't do a whole bunch of different stuff. I can show you the back. I think it's like 2 or 3 stories in one. I can't remember, but you watch it for the gore, and for that, it's a good movie. And I'm glad I have it in my collection. You see, it's Germany, 1997. Directed by Olaf Ittenbach, like I said. Which is pretty cool. The next movie is by Takashi Miike, which I'm not Japanese, so I don't know if I said that right, and it's Audition. This movie was pretty disturbing. The storyline on it was pretty good. And it built up well. And that bitch is mean as hell. I think she also did Tokyo Gore Police, but don't hold me on my word for that because I'm not too sure. Like I said, this was a good movie. Yeah, I can show you the back. Okay. Like a swan dive into a pool of spikes and razor wire. And the last 20 minutes, hell yes, it is. Like I said, that bitch is mean as hell. It's an unrated edition. I mean, I'm not going to spend money on a famous movie that's extreme and it be cut. So, anyways, I'm not going to spend too much time on that one. The next one was a good movie, and maybe not a lot of people have heard about it. It's kind of mainstream, but it's pretty extreme for mainstream. It's part of the new French wave of extreme. It's called Frontiers. I absolutely love this movie. I've watched it probably 2 or 3 times, and I don't really know what to say about it. There's a lot of cool scenes. It's like Hostel and Saw, but a little bit more extreme and better story. It's about criminals. They're escaping from the police, and they check into a hotel, I think it was. And the hotel people end up being sick, twisted fuckers. But it's a good movie, like I said. And I can show you the back. See, it says the French answer to Hostel and Saw. And yes, it is uber violent. And like I said, I enjoyed this movie. One of my probably top 15 favorites. Anyways, the next 3 are part of a collection. And first one is Slaughtered Vomit Dolls, and I didn't like this one too much. Maybe since I've watched the special features and I've heard a lot of stories about it, I might understand it a little bit better the next time, but probably not. But you watch it for the gore and stuff like that, which it's great at. I hope I don't have to cover it up right there. It's about Lucifer Valentine. Everybody knows who he is. He's a sick, twisted fucker. And yes, this is one of the more twisted, disturbing, full-on extreme movies you'll ever see. It's not like... It ain't as bad as another one I'm about to show you, though. It's about Unearthed Films, obviously. I would like to have the Kingdom of Hell version just because the cover's different. I can show you the back. A lot of extras, which is awesome. Like I said, I didn't. It's hard to enjoy vomit, watching somebody drink their vomit. But the gore is cool when it comes. And it's pretty disturbing. The next one is part of the same trilogy, and it's Regurgitated Sacrifice. I enjoyed this one a lot better. A lot more gore. Not sure on the vomit. I'm not really going to count how much vomit there is in the movie. Anyways, by the same director, same chick, Amir LeVay. I gotta cover some of the back. There you go. And this is more extreme than the first one, in my opinion. A couple of scenes. And I enjoyed it a little bit better. Look, like I said, cool extras and stuff like that. I like the warnings on movies like these. Which, always... I don't know why I like warnings on movies. It kind of brings me back to the Cannibal Holocaust, like the warning at the beginning of it. Cannibal Ferox had the same warning. Anyways, I'm going to move on to the next one. The last one I'm going to show you guys, I already showed you once, and it's part of the same trilogy. Slow Torture Puke Chamber, so I'm not going to talk much about it. Stars Hope Blackens, which is the main difference. It's more extreme, it's more fucked up. Like, they probably went too far with this one. Like, a Serbian film is not shit to this movie. But I enjoyed Serbian film a lot better. But this, for what it's worth, this is a better movie than the other two. I have to cover up the back. There you go. Cool extras. And I almost got sick during the ending. So that's why I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. Because I think I had it in my last video. Anyways, like I said, I enjoyed this one better than the other two. Now I'll try to rate these movies. This is my favorite out of all of these that I just showed you. Not out of my favorite out of the two videos or all time or anything like that. Just out of extreme movies and the ones I've seen so far. So out of these 8, this is my favorite. It don't beat a Serbian film, no. But it's a good little mainstream extreme movie. My second favorite would be Audition. That's a good movie, and I would watch it again. I'm going to put Men Behind the Sun third, just because the gore was amazing for an 80s movie. And because there's some real stuff in it that's pretty fucked up. Then I'm going to put The Burning Moon, because I was on the edge of my seat during this one. And the gore, like I said, was awesome. And this is in no particular order, this is just how I liked them. I'm going to put Slow Torture Puke Chamber next, just because I enjoyed it better than the other two. The next would be Regurgitated Sacrifice. And then I enjoyed Slaughter Vomit Dolls a hell of a lot better than this movie. Like I said, I hate it irreversible. And I will never watch this motherfucker again. I can promise you that. Gaspar Noé's a good director, but I hated this movie. And that's all I'm really going to say. I appreciate you guys watching, and keep coming back, because I'll keep uploading videos. And I'll eventually start doing reviews and pack unboxings and shit like that. And I'll do all that stuff. So just thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.